Hello everybody, video for you today. This is of course a recap of the November 23rd, Season 9, Episode 4 of The Curse of Oak Island on the History Channel. If you missed my recap of Episode 3, there's a link to it on the upper right. Let's get into it! There is an island in the North Atlantic where people have been looking for an incredible treasure for more than 200 years. You know the rest. Rick, Marty, and Laird Niven go to the swamp, where Laird explains that what's now off limits is 120 feet in each direction from where Laird found indigenous Mi'kmaq pottery. That off-limits area includes the stone road or wharf, which Rick and Marty feel could be the key to solving all the island's mysteries. Marty said they will follow the law, but being shut down in an area that hasn't revealed all its secrets is frustrating. Meanwhile, at the C1 cluster in the Money Pit area, a new borehole called D1 is being drilled 5 feet away from D2. They are trying to find further evidence of what they believe is a tunnel at the 90-foot level, where they have previously found sawed wood and evidence of gold and silver. From the 89-foot level, they bring up a core sample that contains wood from more than one beam and is thought to be from a shaft or tunnel. Meanwhile, on Lot 18, Charles Barkhouse and Billy Gerhardt begin excavating the Dunfield spoils. In November of 1965, Charles Dunfield dug up a 100-foot wide, 140-foot deep area in a failed attempt to find the money pit. His team put all the spoils from that dig off to the side, but never checked them to see if the wood was from previous searchers or the original depositors, or if they contained any clues or artifacts. Jack Begley and metal detection expert Gary Drayton joined the effort. An aside that I didn't write down, but it's because of that dig mainly, but also all the other digging that's been done in the Money Pit area is why the government does not care if Rick and Marty continue to do work in that area, just because it's been so disturbed before. So it's good news, bad news on that front. Alrighty. Gary finds what he thinks is a chisel because it's too heavy to be a spike. He suggests that it could have been used to chisel one of the many marked stones on the island. There's the H-O stone. H-O stone. There's the G stone. You knew that the Freemasons have to be involved somehow. The 1704 stone. And the 90-foot stone inside the money pit itself at the 90-foot level. And that had found at that depth in the original money pit and had strange markings on it, which were translated to read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. Later in the archaeology trailer, Dr. Spooner examines what Gary believes is a gunstone. It was found on Lot 16 2 weeks prior along the presumed stone path route and matches the one found in 2019 in the Money Pit area. Dr. Spooner says they aren't from the local area. He is going to take them to an expert. Next, Charles Barkhouse finds evidence of a tunnel and a small piece of metal in a core sample from the new borehole, which is CD 4.5 in the C1 cluster area at the 75-foot level, not 90-foot level. There's no historical record of any work being done in that area. CD 4.5 is 14.5 feet from D2, where similar evidence was found earlier this season, but at the 90-foot level. Rick and Charles took it to the archaeology trailer to be scanned, and it was found to have 0.2% gold in it. They will take it to Dr. Brousseau for more analysis. The expert says that the gunstones are definitely not from Oak Island, and the composition of them is quite unusual. They have volcanic eruption properties, and the expert suggests that they are from the Azores or Canary Islands, which were along ship trade routes. The gunstones and the stone road could be both Portuguese in origin. The Dunfield spoils search continues as hand-hewn wood is found, indicating a pre-18th century time period. Gary finds a cribbing spike of the type that could also fit in with that time period. Cribbing spikes connect two pieces of wood together, and a tunnel would be one example of that use. Dr. Brousseau travels to the war room on Oak Island to present her analysis of the small piece of metal, which is on the right here. She says there are several gold flakes on it. She also says the gold is very similar in composition to the gold on the bigger piece of metal from last week, which is on the left there, which means it's also likely from South America. Marty says being found at the 75-foot level instead of at 90 foot, where the other piece was found, suggests there could be an offset chamber at the higher level. The narrator wraps it up, wondering if the connection between the supposed Portuguese workings on the island and the South American origin of the artifacts. Next time on The Curse of Oak Island, more beam whips. Oh, okay. I didn't skip one. Next time, on The Curse of Oak Island, more beamwood found in the C1 cluster. And the map that Zena Halpern found, comes back into play as a researcher suggests there is a trap under the hatch. In the hole under the hatch, says there's a trap. And a magnetometer survey finds a sizable anomaly in that area. And finally, Rick and Billy dig up something as shown. It's quite big, but nothing is said about it or where this is except wow. I'll be back next week to recap that episode 5. And a link to that recap episode will be in the upper right in this video once I post the episode 5 recap. Thanks for watching, and I'm so thankful for all of you being so interested, like I am, in Oak Island and what went on there. And just thanks again. I'm so thankful. This is by far the most interest I've had in any of the stuff that I've put on YouTube, and I am very grateful. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.